doing tonight? Yeah, come on, it's an orchestra concert! Yes! My friends, it is so good to see you all. Welcome to Olathe South High School. In front of you is the 8th grade combined orchestras from Indian Trail, Frontier Trail, and Chisholm Trail. Give it up for the 8th grade orchestras. You are in for a massive treat tonight. It is going to be an absolute fantastic evening. We had a field trip today, as you know if you're a parent of an 8th grader. We had a field trip today where we came over, and the first time these three schools performed together was today at like 9:30 this morning. And so it's pretty amazing seeing the work that they have done from just a very short period, from the beginning of the school year until just today, combining it together. It is an absolute treat and a joy, and you're going to love every second of it. I am so excited to share with you. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. I'll give some introductions in a little bit. But the first person that we're going to welcome to the stage, under the direction of Miss Kathy Carter, the 8th grade orchestra is going to play Honor and Glory. So please give it up for Mrs. Kathy Carter. Well done, 8th grade orchestra. One more time for Mrs. Kathy Carter in Honor and Glory. Yeah. Well done. We've got one more piece for you that they have combined together. This next piece is such a cool piece, and we've kind of pushed the 8th graders a little bit this year. We've got some massive dynamic changes, we've got some tempo changes, we've got some random moving between it feels like we're moving through some movements. It is such a cool piece. and push them a little bit tonight. And so I'm so excited to share this next piece with you. This also reminds me that if you missed it on the way in, there are some QR codes around the room. We are being very environmentally friendly with our programs nowadays, so please make sure that you have scanned those. If you have, you're going to have a moment after this next piece to scan those, but make sure that you have scanned that and got that program so you can see what's going on. The next piece up for the 8th grade combined orchestras is Conquistador, and this time it is the Olathe South Orchestra Director, Miss Booz. Give it up for Miss Booz. Well done, 8th grade orchestra. Very proud of you guys. That was amazing. Guys, I also want to give it up one more time for Miss Booz conducting the 8th grade orchestra, and Miss Carter. Come on out, Miss Carter. Thank you. 8th grade, I'm going to have you sit down for just one moment. Absolutely fantastic. What a great night, guys. I'm telling you, it is so cool seeing these three schools come together under one roof. I'm telling you, their neighbors today were brand new today. They've never played with these people before. It's such a cool thing. So thanks for being here and supporting the 8th grade orchestra. We have a little bit of a transition that's going to happen here in just a brief moment. It's the perfect time to zoom in on that QR code if you'd like to look at the program, because we're going to transition from the 8th grade orchestra leaving to the freshman orchestra coming up here on stage. But real quick, a few little housekeeping things. 8th grade orchestra, as a reminder, you are going to go that direction. Cellos, violins, and violas, you're going to take your instruments with you. Cellos along the wall, violins and violas quietly in your lap, and basses off to the side. All right, and remember, you're going that way. You're going to avoid the big hole so that we don't have to do a 3-button push and get somebody in here to take care of you. All right, so make sure you stay to the left. All right, and then freshman orchestra, you are going to come up this direction. I know it's going to be a little loud, but I'm going to ask you to do that semi-quietly. Before I pass it over to Miss Booz and get rid of my power of this microphone, I wanted to take a few minutes. The 8th grade orchestra is still taking a seat over there. But I wanted to take a few minutes and do a couple introductions and also some thank yous. First, I want to thank you, my friends. I want to thank you, the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, principals, assistant principals, the custodians, everybody who made tonight possible. You have purchased that instrument, you've rented that instrument, you have endeared these 6th grade and 5th grade sounds in your ears as they practice Twinkle, Twinkle over and over to get here tonight. So right now, if you're a kid in this room, give it up for your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles for supporting you. Give it up for them. Sisters, brothers, neighbors. All right, you ready? 8th grade orchestra, we set? All right, I'm gonna ask you to stay nice and quiet for me now, 8th grade orchestra. Couple more introductions. And I gotta hear some 8th graders on this one, but I wanna do some fresh, that's true, actually in some South if you went to these schools. I wanna do a couple introductions. Brand new this year at Frontier Trail, doing an absolutely amazing job with those students over there. This is his first year in Olathe and first year at Frontier Trail. Give it up for Mr. Page! Yeah. And in her second year at Indian Trail, doing also amazing, wonderful, awesome things there with her students, which means she does have some kiddos in this group here in the freshman orchestra. Give it up for Ms. Edgar! And helping me in the Chisholm area and a couple other schools throughout the district. He has been a big help this year, especially with my 8th grade class. Really appreciate him. He's been in the district, well, the name's been in here for 87,000 years, I think. But give it up for Mr. Dietrich. And I have that.
And at Chisholm Trail for how long? 15 years, Dr. Kusak.
So thankful for all of you tonight. Wow, this got serious. The freshman orchestra's not messing around. It got dark and the lights are on. I don't know if I want to get rid of the mic yet. Okay, all right guys, well, I'm gonna hand it over to Miss Booz. Thank you for allowing the 8th grade orchestra to come over here into this amazing space. I student taught here almost 17 years ago, and it's an amazing building. We so appreciate them being so hospitable to us throughout the years, especially today, letting us use the common area for some games and some donuts, and letting us use this space. We're thankful for Mr. Hastings letting us use his space, and Mr. Coughlin for helping me some sound. I'm sure I'm missing some people, but we're just so thankful to be here this evening. I'm going to hand the mic over to the Olathe South Orchestra Director, Miss Booz and the Freshman Orchestra.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Olathe South. It was a joy getting to work with the 8th graders today. They're so much fun. This is one of my favorite days because I get to see them and I actually get to work with them, and I enjoy it so much. They did a great job. I am super proud of all their hard work. Very much a testament to their wonderful teachers and you as their parents and families supporting them. Without you guys, we couldn't make this happen. So, behind me is our freshman orchestra. This is their first time getting to play as an Olathe South orchestra, so we're super excited to show you. But prior to that, it did just rain, and if you know anything about string instruments in rain, it's not great. So we're going to take a quick second to tune, and then we will get playing. Our first piece for you is called Jupiter. It's an arrangement from a larger work called The Planets. And this particular arrangement is a really great arrangement. It sounds awesome, and it has a really nice cello part there too. So, without further ado, we're going to tune, and then here's our freshman orchestra. The next piece that they're going to play is a complete 180 to something different. It's called Creatures, and it's supposed to sound like creatures. So in the middle you might hear something that sounds interesting. It's supposed to, I promise. They really enjoyed playing this one. It's great. The freshman group is the one that all the 8th graders will come to at all the high schools first thing when they go into high school. I don't know anyone that doesn't at least report it for at least a semester. But this is our chance to really get them to go from being in their middle schools to now we're in a larger group and we're all coming together and make one big sound. And it's our chance to really help them with some of those finer things to help get them to move on and move up in their playing and help them sound more mature. And then from here, they can either go into my concert orchestra, which is kind of the the non-audition, like everybody can come play. It's a little less stressful, but it still keeps them playing and keeps them moving. Or they can audition for my chamber orchestra, which we'll get to hear next. Both options are great options. I've got kids that love and enjoy both of them. And all the schools have that option. They can either go into concert orchestra or they can audition for their chamber orchestra. So I'll give some more information on that a little bit later. But without further ado, here is their next piece called Creatures. Transition for you, because these guys are going to go that direction and go sit over there, and then the chamber will come up and get set on stage as well. So give us one moment to make that transition. Okay, behind me is our chamber orchestra. This orchestra is made up of 10th through 12th graders. It is our audition ensemble. These guys have all been in it. Some sophomores. They have all been in here at least a couple years. Some of them are new this year. But this group is the one that moves a little bit quicker. They tend to have a slightly harder repertoire, which is the nature of having sort of an audition ensemble. So their first piece is called Wisp. It is it's a piece that's very flowy. It sounds great. It was a piece that I thought would bring them together nicely as a new little ensemble this year. So without further ado, here is Wisp. chance to scan the program, you'll find, if you scroll to the bottom-ish, there's a lovely note that gives you a ton of information of a lot of the programs that we offer here at South. We have 3 huge 21st century programs. We have the business finance one, we've got the biomed, and we also have the computer science program here as well. They are great programs. They have tons, they have all individually earned a lot of awards in their respects. We have a journalism program that has recently won a huge national honor. We offer tons of different courses and things that you can find that you'll find in a lot of the other schools as well. But I have students here that participate in orchestra, that are in chamber, and are also in sports, or on the cheer team, or on the dance team, and we're able to make it work with all of their schedules. And there is no reason why a student, if they want to do orchestra all 4 years, they can. There's no reason why they couldn't. I have a great group of counselors that are really great to work with, and they're really great to meet with, and they are usually pretty good about finding ways to make things work. So, if you should hopefully end up at South next fall, we have tons of opportunities, and I would love to have you in the orchestra with us. So, without further ado, I forgot, I want to give the thanks real quick. I want to thank all of your teachers for all their hard work at the middle schools. Our administration is super supportive of our programs here. I would be remiss if I didn't give a huge thank you to our custodial staff. They work wonders. I don't know what we would do without them. And our office staff are always great to make sure, if I forget something, they're always really great to catch it and make sure we're all taken care of. So now without further ado, our last piece is called Box Lunch. High schoolers, I just want to remind you that we put away the chairs and stands after the concert. So, here is Box Lunch.
more time, freshman orchestra, stand up. Give it up for the freshman orchestra. Eighth grade, stand up. One more time for the eighth grade orchestra. All right. What a beautiful evening of music. Guys, I just want to acknowledge the fact that all of these student musicians over here, and all of these student musicians over here, and all of these student musicians up here, they could be doing so many different things with their life throughout the day. So many different things with their life throughout the evening. And they have chosen all the way through high school, all the way to into high school, and all the way through middle school to continue playing this instrument. I mean, how cool is that? Give it up for these student musicians. Oh my goodness, so cool. One more time, we want to thank you for being here this evening. It has been an awesome evening. It was a great day. Thank you so much for your hospitality, Olathe South. Thank you, parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and everybody who showed up this evening and who's continued to support us. We thank you so very, very much. We wish you a well evening. Get home safe in that rain and drive safe, and we will see you again real soon. Thank you for coming this evening.